Everyone in the basketball community is so caught up on who is the greatest basketball player of all time, aka the GOAT. In this speech, I'm going to tell you how LeBron James and Michael Jordan's careers compare to each other. Although I'm very young, basketball has been my favorite sport ever since I was in the 6th grade. I've watched very many debates and comparisons between these two athletes for a very long time. I'm going to compare these two athletes so it's easier for you to decide who had the better career. Now I'll give you more information about the different eras each player played in, Michael Jordan's stats compared to LeBron's, and the different talent levels each player had to play against. Now I'll share with you some information about the different eras each player played in. Even though the concept of basketball is still the same, the game has changed drastically. When Michael Jordan played, the game was a lot more physical, so fouls were called a lot more often. This made it harder for opponents to score because of the effort level getting put in on the defensive side, along with the physicality that the defensive side had during this time period. According to the National Basketball Association, posted in 2020, the average points per game per team was a lot lower during the Jordan era compared to what it is now. LeBron James came into the league during a time where the game is changing into what it is now. The three-point shot is one of the biggest things that changed today's game. According to Jim Hill, a basketball analysis and author of Michael Jordan Was the Last of His Kind, published in May of 2020, he states during the Jordan era, 14.2 threes were shot per game. Now it is up to 31.3 three-point shots shot per game. He also states that this increased scoring to 113 points per game, which is about a 30% increase compared to when Jordan was playing. Also, there's a very big stigma about defensive players not playing defense in today's game and saving themselves for the offensive side. Now that you know the different eras each player played in, I'm going to give you some career stats for both of them. In most people's books, LeBron James and Michael Jordan are the two greatest players to ever walk on a basketball court, and here's why. Michael Jordan won 6 out of 6 championships, which has never been done before for someone ranked in the top 10 players of all time. Adding to that, Jim Hill also tells us that Michael Jordan's a 10-time scoring leader, a defensive player of the year, 5-time MVP, and like I said before, undefeated in the finals. Vincent Davis, a basketball analysis and director of Being Like Mike, posted in 2019, states that Jordan's career stats for 1,072 games is 30.1 points per game, 6.2 rebounds, 5.3 assists, 2.3 steals with a field goal percentage of 49.7%. LeBron James is still currently playing in his 17th season. LeBron James went to 8 consecutive finals, but only won 3 of them. Vincent Davis adds that LeBron James is a 16-time All-Star, 1-time scoring leader, a 6-time All-Defensive Team, and a 4-time MVP with a chance of winning another MVP in his past 17th season. Davis shares LeBron's career stats for 1,258 games, which is 27.1 points per game, 7.4 rebounds, 7.4 assists, 1.6 steals, and a field goal percentage of 50.4%. Now I will share with you the different talent levels each player played with and against. The amount of all-stars and talent level in today's NBA is a lot different than what it used to be. This could be because of technology or coaching just increasing development. Rohan Nadarki, author of Blaze of Glory, published on April 19th, 2019, states there are or were 2 current all-stars in today's NBA. During the Jordan era, each team barely only had 1 current or past all-star. This makes today's game harder to compete in, and scoring is going to go out the roof compared to what it was during the Jordan era, especially because of the lack of defense. I know we talked about the three-point shot changing the game, but we never talked about the three-point percentage. When Jordan played, the average three-point percentage per team for a season was 30.3%. Now in the NBA, the average scoring three-point percentage per team per season is up to 36.3%, and that's why so many have gotten to shoot this much. This shows the talent level and the difference in these two players' eras and how different the game is compared to what it used to be. I've given you more information about these basketball players and their historic careers. I've also given you more information about how each player played differently in each era, how Michael Jordan's stats compare to LeBron's, and how the different talent levels in each season happened for both of them. Everyone in the world is so caught up on who is the GOAT. So who do you think it is?